I can't, folks, I cannot believe that Reyes lied about something so verifiable. Had to hide his apology letter. He lied by omission and tried to hide that he did not win in Danbury. Okay, so Danbury. Okay, so Reyes and Danbury. Reyes tried to create, listen, Reyes tried to create the appearance that he won in Danbury. Okay, that's a lie. He did not win. Now, Reyes on the date of his trial, he came outside of the courthouse and he posted a video, a live stream of him creating the appearance that he had won in Danbury. He tried to create the appearance that all of his charges had been dismissed, that Sedensky had given up, and that he had won in Danbury. That's what his video said.
So there is one caveat. They couldn't let me have a complete win. I was charged with simple trespass, which is an infraction, which is basically a parking ticket, and disorderly and creating a disturbance, which is a infraction. Unfortunately, they still left me with the infractions. So all my exposure is, a $90 ticket if I get found guilty.
All right. Now, as soon as Reyes went live with that, and here's what's so important. Here's what's so important. Within 3 minutes, and I'm talking about it was probably more like less than 2 minutes, folks. In less than 2 minutes of Reyes going live, I called the only person that anybody needs to call to find out what happened with Reyes's case. Now, we all know who that is, right? So I personally called this individual and I said, he's lying, isn't he? None of this, he's creating the appearance, isn't he? And you know what that individual told me? Yes, Mr. Stout, he is. He said, Mr. Stout, Mr. Reyes is still on trial for trespassing and creating a public disturbance.
Here, that's what, and if I get found guilty of simple trespass and creating a disturbance, I might have to pay, $90 ticket. But no criminal, charges, no record or anything like that. So, just infractions, parking tickets. I probably have a parking ticket on the street here in Danbury already because I wasn't paying any meter here in Danbury. I probably have a parking ticket right now. It's a parking ticket, guys. A parking ticket. So it's a...
I heard that straight from the horse's mouth. I heard that from the person who has more information about Reyes's case than anybody, including Reyes and Reyes's lawyer. Now, you all do the math on that, okay? So within minutes of him going live, I already knew he wasn't telling the truth. Within 2 minutes of him going live and seeing his title, I knew to make that phone call because he just sounded like he was lying. He didn't even sound believable. None of what he said made sense. Something told me his lies are so poorly conceived that I got a hunch to call who I needed to call. And sure enough, I confirmed that Reyes did not win in Danbury and Reyes is still on trial in Danbury. Okay? Now, instead of exposing Reyes for this on my channel, Okay, I never came out and told you all any of this. I never posted it in a community chat, in my community tabs. I didn't post it in any videos. All right. I went on the plot hole because the plot hole had reached out to me and asked me if I could come and give him, his audience, an update on the Reyes case. I said, no problem. Let me kill two birds with one stone because I already have to relay this information to my audience. So let me just come on your channel. We'll get it off to your audience, and then I'll just get your video, or I'll just get the video that we made from our discussion, and then I'll just post that to my channel. You see, I was just killing two birds with one stone by releasing the information on the Plot Holes channel. So what happened was this. I released the truth about Reyes. All right, now remember, when Reyes claimed out front of the courthouse that he won in Danbury, remember, he tricked his audience. He made his followers believe that all of his charges had been dismissed. He lied to them and tricked them and deceived them and misled them. So you know what his audience did? They came right over to my channel on Frauditors Exposed, and you know what they said? Reyes won. Reyes won. And I kept seeing these posts. Reyes won. And I thought, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel so sorry that these people were tricked into believing this. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't put the lying past Reyes, but I really didn't think his audience was that dumb to believe a lie that verifiable. But they sure enough did. Reyes then posted a video yesterday or the day before. Under all the pressure, he buckled under the pressure. Finally, he really thought that he was going to be able to keep that a secret, that he didn't win in Danbury. He really thought he would be able to keep that a secret like he kept the Hartford apology a secret.
So a lot of the bootlicker channels and trolls and everything, they're saying, oh, we check online. They like look up my charges online because they have nothing better to do. And all 6 charges are still there.
We look online, Reyes. Reyes, the reason we have to walk behind you and follow you everywhere you go is because you lie so much. If you didn't lie about everything, we would give you the benefit of the doubt. But Reyes, yes, we now have to keep a watchful eye on you, Reyes, because you're a liar. I know you don't like it. I know you're not going to like it. We're going to find out things about you. It's going to get worse for you. We've only begun obtaining information on you, Reyes. Okay? We've only begun exposing you. I know you don't like it.
The reason for that is I talked to my attorney. The reason for that is because once I go on December 2nd for my infraction trial, remember, all the misdemeanors were dropped. They kept the 2 infractions, which have, you know, if I'm found responsible for those infractions, which is a simple trespass and creating a disturbance, it's $90 each ticket.
Folks, he hates himself right now for having to say this. He can't look at his face and listen to how he sounds. He can't stand having to admit the truth. He can't stand having to admit the truth.
You know, and if I get found guilty of simple trespass and creating a disturbance, you know, I might have to pay, you know, $90 ticket. But no criminal, you know, charges, no record or anything like that. So, you know, the criminal charges have been...
Folks, this is glorious. Listen to him and look at him. He can't bring himself to admit the truth. He has to force it out.
And they did that because they didn't want to give me a complete win. And this way they don't have to have a jury trial. I'm not entitled to a jury trial.
So win-win for the prosecution, folks. Win-win for Sedensky. Reyes admitted it. He didn't want any of his viewers to know that either. Win-win for Sedensky. Sedensky still got what he wanted, and you had to admit it, Reyes. He had to admit it, that he got caught lying and that Sedensky got all of what he wanted. All of what he wanted. And now Reyes is complaining about why the outcome of his case was what it was.